Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Julian Akbar. You can call me Mr. Julian. By the way, thanks for all that present in this Zoom. May you be healthy always. On this occasion, we will talk about recontext material, which is one of the genres of English text. In this section, we will discuss about the understanding, the general structure, and the characteristic of recontext. So, let's start. What is recontext? Recontext is a text that records events or activities that occurred in the past that have been experienced before. Next, what is the purpose of recontext? Purpose of recontext is to entertain or inform the reader. So, from purpose of recontext, we know that, oh, it turns out like this or like that. Okay. Next, generic structure of recontext. Generic structure or linguistic structure of recontext is divided into three arrangements. Namely, there are orientation, events, and reorientation. First, orientation. The orientation section is the introduction of the text that will be discussed, because the orientation tells who is involved in the story, what happened, where the events occurred, and the time the events occurred. Number 2, events. The events section is at the core of the story. In this section, we tell everything that happens in sequence from start to finish. Number 3 is reorientation. The reorientation section contains the conclusion of the content of the story, or it can also be the personal opinion of the storyteller. This reorientation can also be called the ending of the story. Next. Okay, next. Next, characteristic of recontext. There has a title that summarizes the text. For example, My Vacation to Bali. Then, the story will only tell the whole holiday while in Bali, and then tell the story of events that have happened in the past. So, recontext always uses past tense. For example, last month, I went to Bali with my family. And then, all events thought must be in sequence. So you have to use conjunction like when, later, then, after, before, and etc. Okay, next. Okay, I will read example text of recontext. Vacation to Santola Beach. When Idul Fitri holiday, after visiting my parents at Pamengpeuk, Garut, I and my family went to Santola Beach to refresh our mind after a long time of work. It's rarely to take a vacation because I'm very busy. The way to Santola Beach is quite good, and the view is really beautiful. On our left and right is full of rice fields and many coconut trees along the way. But when we nearly arrived, there was a long traffic jam, so we hardly to get into the beach. I guess this was because of the Idul Fitri holiday. So people want to go to beach too. Then we just take a walk to the beach because it was not far. Fortunately, the weather was not too hot on that day. After we arrived, the beach was so crowded, but we still enjoyed the time by took pictures, swimming, playing sand, and go around the beach by boat. We stay overnight in the inn that we have rented before. We got up so early in the morning that we could enjoy sunrise landscape at the beach. My cousin playing with white sand, and I took a picture of him. A day at Santola Beach felt so short. We were quite tired from playing a whole day, but we were very happy. Okay, for the conclusion for the paragraph is, first paragraph, is the orientation, because the author or the writer is telling us the perpetrators in the story, where they are and what they will do. Okay, next. Paragraph 2, paragraph 3 and paragraph 4. There are the events, because this paragraph telling us sequence of events from start to finish. And then the last paragraph is the reorientation, because the author write down the conclusion of their journey, and the last paragraph is the end of the story. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, this is the last of this section. Thank you for joining the Zoom. See you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.